Hi, good people. How are you? This is Veronica, and thank you so much, good people, for following me throughout my Bible journeys. And in today's video, we are going to travel to Judges 14, the marriage of Samson with a Timnah woman, with a Philistine woman at Timnah. And we are going to read the book of Judges chapter 14. Samson's marriage. He falls in love with a Philistine wife despite him being born for a divine purpose. We are not talking about Delilah. You need to know that this account happened before Samson met Delilah. So here we are not talking about Delilah. We are talking about the marriage of Samson, where he had met the Philistine woman. And this woman was later taken by one of his friends. So let's go. And thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you. And God bless you. On our journey now to Timnah. Thank you.
Gising na po, or you will not appreciate the beauty of Timnah Park and Ilat Mountains while sleeping. It will not appear in your dream. So finally, please retouch yourself because we are here in the beautiful Timnah National Park here in southern part of Israel. So finally, tawagan nyo kay Tuklay. Ate, please dial the Tuklay. Baka malimusan din mo. Sabi mo tayo may book na reservation catering. Please be ready. Timnah National Park. So, once again, welcome to Timnah Park. This is one of the most beautiful parks in the world, as well as here in Israel. And this is one of the largest attractions here in the southern part in Negev, Israel. What I'm talking about and pointing is Timnah Park. Pakibilang yung tao.
Judges chapter 14, Samson's marriage. Samson went down to Timnah and saw there a young Philistine woman. When he returned, he said to his father and mother, "I have seen a Philistine woman in Timnah. Now, get her for me as my wife." His father and mother replied, "Isn't there an acceptable woman among your relatives or among all our people? Must you go to the uncircumcised Philistines to get a wife?" But Samson said to his father, "Get her for me. She's the right one for me." His parents did not know that this was not from the Lord, who was seeking an occasion to confront the Philistines, for at that time they were ruling over Israel. Samson went down to Timnah together with his father and mother. As they approached the vineyards of Timnah, suddenly a young lion came roaring toward him. The Spirit of the Lord came powerfully upon him, so that he tore a lion apart with his bare hands, as he might have torn a young goat. But he told neither his father nor his mother what he had done. Then he went down and talked with the woman, and he liked her. Some time later, when he went back to marry her, he turned aside to look at the lion's carcass, and in it he saw a swarm of bees and some honey. He scooped out the honey with his hands and ate as he went along. When he rejoined his parents, he gave them some, and they too ate it. But he did not tell them that he had taken the honey from the lion's carcass. Now his father went down to see the woman, and there Samson held a feast, as was the customary for young men. When the people saw him, they chose 30 men to be his companions. "Let me tell you a riddle," Samson said to them. "If you can give me the answer within the 7 days of the feast, I'll give you the 30 linen garments and 30 sets of clothes. If you don't tell me the answer, you must give me 30 linen garments and 30 sets of clothes." "Tell us your riddle," they said. "Let's hear it." He replied, "Out of the eater, something to eat. Out of the strong, something sweet." For 3 days, they could not give the answer. On the 4th day, they said to Samson's wife, "Coax your husband into explaining the riddle for us, or we will burn you and your father's household to death. Did you invite us here to steal our property?" Then Samson's wife threw herself on him, sobbing, "You hate me. You don't really love me. You've given my people a riddle, and you haven't told me the answer. I haven't even explained it to my father or mother." He replied, "So why should I explain it to you?" She cried the whole 7 days of the feast. So on the 7th day, he finally told her, because she continued to press him. She, in turn, explained the riddle to her people. Before sunset, on the 7th day, the men of the town said to him, "What is sweeter than honey? What is stronger than a lion?" Samson said to them, "If you had not plowed with my heifer, you could not have solved my riddle." Then the Spirit of the Lord came powerfully upon him. He went down to Ashkelon, struck down 30 of their men, stripped them of everything, and gave their clothes to those who had explained the riddle. Burning with anger, he returned to his father's home, and Samson's wife was given to one of his companions who had attended him at the feast. And that is how he did not marry this Philistine woman from Timnah. Thank you, good people. The birth of Samson foretold. Judges chapter 13. Again, the Israelites did evil in the eyes of the Lord, and the Lord delivered them into the hands of the Philistines for 40 years. A certain man of Zorah, named Manoah from the clan of Danites, or Dan, had a wife who was childless and unable to give birth. The angel of the Lord appeared to her and said, "You are barren and childless, but you are going to become pregnant and give birth to a son. Now, see to it that you drink no wine, nor any fermented drink, and that you do not eat anything unclean. You will become pregnant and have a son whose head is never to be touched by a razor, because the boy is to be a Nazirite, dedicated to God from the womb. He will take the lead in delivering Israel from the hands of the Philistines." Then the woman went to her husband and told him, "A man of God came to me. He looked like an angel of God, very awesome. I did not ask him where he came from, and he did not tell me his name. But he said to me, 'You will become pregnant and have a son. Now then, drink no wine or fermented drink, and do not eat anything unclean, because the boy will be a Nazirite of God from the womb until the day of his death.' Then Manoah prayed to the Lord, 'Pardon your servant, Lord. I beg you to let the man of God you sent to us come again to teach us how to bring up the boy who is to be born.' God heard Manoah, and the angel of God came again to the woman while she was out in the field, but her husband Manoah was not with her. The woman hurried to tell her husband, 'He's here, the man who appeared to me the other day.' Manoah got up and followed his wife. When he came to the man, he said, 'Are you the man who talked to my wife?' 'I am,' he said. So Manoah asked him, 'When your words are fulfilled, what is to be the rule that governs the boy's life and work?' The angel of the Lord answered, 'Your wife must do all that I have told her. She must not eat anything that comes from the grapevine, nor drink any wine or any other fermented drink, nor eat anything unclean. She must do everything I have commanded her.' Manoah said to the angel of the Lord, 'We would like you to stay until we prepare a young goat for you.' The angel of the Lord replied, 'Even though you retain me, I will not eat anything of your food. But if you prepare a burnt offering, offer it to the Lord.' Manoah did not realize that it was the angel of the Lord. Then Manoah inquired of the angel of the Lord, 'What is your name, so that we may honor you when your word comes true?' He replied, 'Why do you ask my name? It is beyond understanding.' Then Manoah took a young goat together with a grain offering and sacrificed it on a rock to the Lord. And the Lord did an amazing thing while Manoah and his wife watched. As the flame blazed up from the altar towards heaven, the angel of the Lord ascended in the flame. Seeing this, Manoah and his wife fell with their faces to the ground. When the angel of the Lord did not show himself again to Manoah and his wife, Manoah realized that it was the angel of the Lord. 'We are doomed to die,' he said to his wife. 'We have seen God.' But his wife answered, 'If the Lord had meant to kill us, he would not have accepted a burnt offering and grain offering from our hearts, nor shown us all these things, or now told us this.' This woman gave birth to a boy and named him Samson. He grew, and the Lord blessed him, and the Spirit of the Lord began to stir him. And the Spirit of the Lord began to stir him while he was in smelting furnace, Machane Dan, between Zorah and Beit Shemesh, the hometown of Samson. And then now here we are at Judges chapter 14, his marriage. And that is where we are traveling to in this video. Judges 14.